Good morning to teachers, students and parents. Welcome to today's assembly. We would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the Wotjobaluk, Jardwa, Jardwajali, Wagaya and Yepagok peoples, and we pay our respects to their elders both past and present.
Hand over heart and say the oath with me. I will honour my country Australia. I will respect my parents, teachers and all community members, obey school and community rules and do my best to learn lines. During this remote learning period, we are going to have special guests as part of our assembly. We hope you enjoy hearing from today's guests. Today's special guests are family members. From Rasmussen campus, we have Nash, Stevie, Brock, and their dad Simon. From 298, we have Tara and Emily and parents Suzanne and Mark. Now we go to Addison for the first questions.
Okay, so our first group of questions are for the kids and parents. How is remote learning going for you so far?
So far, so good. Took us a week, maybe two, just to get into the new routine of things. But I think the dog is loving it the most, having us all home all the time.
Any of the class, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting, but we're getting through there, aren't we, guys? It's the dog seems to be enjoying it a lot, and he's learning a fair bit. But we're having fun doing it all.
Do you prefer remote learning term 2 or term 3?
Term 2. Definitely term 3. I think with all the IT issues, we're all set up and ready to go this time, so it was much smoother and a lot less paperwork coming into the house.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. Term 3's been a lot easier. Still had it been a little bit tricky at times, but it's been not too bad.
And are you enjoying being able to spend more time with your family?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If anything about it, that is the best part for sure.
The next questions are for the parents. The first question is, are you finding it challenging to be homeschooling your kids?
Sometimes there's definitely a juggle with, I guess, both of us working full time, but we separated a bit. Mark does the maths and PE.
The balance of who gets to do any else work while pretty much doing a specific lesson. So
yeah,
and with Tara, need more attention, so it's good.
Yeah, it hasn't been too. It is tricky with working full time, me, my wife, and juggling everything else that goes on. But I think we're all making the best of what we can, and we thank the school for all their support when we sort of struggle a bit. So
Well, that's been on it.
Do you have enough devices to share through your family?
We've got too many, so if anyone wants to take some from our house, I'll be loving that.
Yeah, we're getting by okay, so it's not too bad.
And the final question for the parents, has your food and electricity bills gone up with kids home during remote learning?
I can answer this in one question. The light in the fridge is on a lot more, so that seems to do both.
Here, I'll go with that.
I have some questions for the kids. Is it harder to work with your siblings at home?
Especially when she's around, yes.
Definitely been a lot harder, seeing as I have to deal with her talking a lot. But it's gone pretty well.
If you could see one friend, who would it be?
My whole class.
What friend would you like to see? Say it.
Ollie.
My whole friend group, like the people I usually hang out with the most.
And this one is for the parents. What have you enjoyed the most about remote learning, and what are you looking forward to most when remote learning is finished?
I've enjoyed probably relating to kids a bit more and finding out exactly what they're doing in the school. So I feel more involved in their learning, and we've obviously been able to pick up on some parts that we need to step up in our lives to make sure that, like reading and whatnot. So I think it's been a thing that's allowed us to take a bit of charge into what we're doing. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I agree with what Mark said. It's to watch them pick up things, and that has been fantastic. And them actually teaching me some things has been fantastic as well. So it's yeah, that's about it.
Thank you to all of today's guests. We look forward to speaking to someone new next week.
All right, Clarky.
Well done, guys.
Student of the Week awards are presented to students who have demonstrated one of our school values of respect, responsibility, excellence, honesty, and tolerance. This week, the following students have demonstrated one of these values and will receive the Student of the Week award for their class.
Captain Claire McConnell, Chase Lloyd, value for excellence, wonderfully detailed drawings and information on the megalodon shark.
From Prep Briggs, Brooklyn Dempsey, demonstrating the school value of excellence for adapting well to different teachers during remote learning.
From one Dorset Hartridge, Tara Crafter and Archer Lampard for showing the school value of excellence, for adapting every single WebEx lesson so far and participating so enthusiastically in the activities and games. Great effort. Thank you.
1 to Mr. Sadie Qued Cameron, value for excellence, for eagerly attending all WebEx sessions or lessons with a smile on his face and not giving up on his challenging maths activities.
From Year 1 Bennett, Mav Adams, demonstrating the school value of excellence for his excellent cooking video he shared with me this week. Keep up the good work.
From 2 Woolwork, Rocco Williams and Elise Height for showing the school value of excellence, for all the excellent work that you have completed and shared with me this week. Well done.
3 for Miss Dossett. 1 to Miss Ashton, Peyton Soderman, value for responsibility, completing of his learning tasks for weeks, and sending amazing pictures of his work to Miss Ashton.
From Year 3 Adams, Erica Johnson, demonstrating the school value of excellence for her dedication to reading at home. Keep it up, Erica.
From 3 Nolan, Elise Osman for showing the school value of responsibility, for stepping up and troubleshooting for her peers in need during WebEx meeting. Thank you, Elise. And also Zane Pollock for showing the school value of excellence, for his effort, for the effort you put into your handwriting worksheet this week. Keep it up.
3 for Miss Dossett, J.D. Simmons, value for respect, being super kind, supportive and patient when Miss Dossett had technology issues with the WebEx last week. Thanks for your kind words, Jay.
From Year 4 McGinniskin, Kale Hay, demonstrating the school value of responsibility for always being organised and helping the classroom run smoothly during remote learning. Keep up the great work, Kale.
From 4 Davies, Jasper Bettison for showing excellence, for continually asking questions to further improve his knowledge and completing set tasks to a high standard. Keep up the great work.
4-5 Miss Quayle, 4-5 Miss Quayle, Cameron Robson, value for excellence, for attending all his WebEx meetings on time and for sharing his hard work on the Google Classroom every single day. I'm super proud of you, Cam. Keep up the good work.
From Year 5 Vivian, Macy Starrick, demonstrating the school value of responsibility for pushing herself to do work that she can be really proud of, even though she's learning from home and not taking the easy option just to get things done quickly. Great work, Macy.
From 5, Werner, Poppy, showing respect, being polite and friendly in WebEx lessons and trying her hardest with the learning conversations we had in our small groups.
5, 6, Miss Hamilton, Jill and Tim Hauser, value for excellence for completing some great reading via WebEx this week. Keep it up, Jalen.
From Year 6 Adams, Ethan Worthy and Damon Buckley, demonstrating the school value of excellence for consistently completing and presenting interesting and creative work all week.
From 5, Driscoll, Jay Louie, for showing the school value of excellence. 6, Driscoll, for all the fantastic work he has been completing throughout the remote learning. Well done, Jay.
From Music, Lincoln Barclay.
Music for Rasmussen, Lily Robson, value for excellence for working really hard at her flute, playing and achieving her goals.
From Music, Lincoln Barclay, demonstrating the school value of excellence for practicing really hard at the keyboard and achieving great results. Well done, Lincoln.
From Science, Mrs. Bacon, Rani Rossbotham, for showing responsibility, for consistently handing in her science and technology work every week throughout both rounds of remote learning.
From Science, Mrs. Bond, Paige Williams, demonstrating the school value of excellence for producing 2 mini-beast fact files thoroughly.
From PE, Lucy Wills-Mellington, Ella Hallam and Jessie McIver, for showing excellence, for being able to demonstrate excellent body balance and body posture while performing gymnastic activities.
Congratulations to this week's Students of the Week. Well done to all those people, and it is great to hear all of the different things that everyone is doing out there, lots of different activities that you're engaging in as part of your remote learning. Well done. A big thank you to our family today for joining us, Suzanne and Mark, and to Simon and all the kids. It was great to get some a bit of a perspective of what's happening in the households and how everyone's managing through this remote learning time. So I really appreciate you taking the time to join us for Assembly today. It was great. So thank you and well done. Just a couple of quick things from me. We had our curriculum day on Friday, and we just say thank you to all of the families for helping us out with that day. It was a really important day for staff. The focus was on wellbeing for staff on Friday, and it was great to be able to discuss a few things and work through some different bits and pieces on the day on Friday. So we thank the school community for that. There will be a couple of things coming up for teachers that will impact families a little bit, and one of those being a planning day for teachers, which is something that we do each term. Normally it means the kids will have a different teacher in their class for a day. This time the teachers will just be less available for remote learning on that day. They'll still have their planning day, but they might be able to answer questions on Zunos and those sort of things. But the teachers will tell you about that when they are in their planning day. It's a couple of weeks away. We will still have our teacher, student, parent discussions this term. We didn't do it in term 2, but we will formally meet to have a bit of a chat. It's the third last day of the term. So we'll be doing that via WebEx, and more information about that will come out. But they'll be those one-on-one discussions with the teacher, the student and the parent. It's really important that the kids are involved in those conversations because it's all about them. So they need to be right at the middle of that discussion. Just wanted to quickly touch on learning progress. Term 3 normally in primary schools is a really important time where kids kind of take off a little bit. Things start to click for them and they really start to show great learning progress. We don't want parents to be worried about that because we know you're doing good work with the kids at home. But we just want to reassure you that when we get the kids back at school, we'll be checking in on that. It won't be the main focus of our attention, but we will be checking in about learning progress and seeing how the kids are travelling with their learning abilities. But what I really want people to be worried about first is that everyone's keeping happy and healthy and safe, because if you're in a good headspace, when it's time to learn, you'll be learning well, whether that's at home or whether that's at school. So just keep in that good headspace and keep looking after each other. If you do want to do some other little things at home to help with the kids and their learning, and if you want to challenge them a little bit more, keep it simple and around the things that are happening in your home. So if you're creating a shopping list, get the kids to help you with a shopping list. If you're reading a label on something that you're cooking with, ask the kids to help you with the cooking. If you're working out your budget for the week when you're going shopping, just get the kids to do some counting and looking at money and those sorts of things. There's learning going on around us all the time, and we can either have our kids in that or we can let them just go past it. And yeah, we let them go past it a lot of the time because we want them to be kids, but there might be little opportunities where you can bring them into it and do a little bit of extra stuff, and it's that life skill type of stuff. So that's where you need to focus your attention. You don't need to be making anything up, exploring anything new. There's so much learning happening around us all the time, and it's just grabbing hold of those opportunities. Thanks again to our families. Thanks again to everyone who has joined us today. I think we got up to 46 participants for Assembly, which is excellent. We'll do it all again next week. And back to you, Addison.
Thank you for joining us for today's assembly. Students, please follow your teacher's instructions. Assembly dismissed.